Now then, guys, welcome back to Strasz Gaming. I'm Luke. This is my Journeyman save on Football Manager 2019. And you join us here with... We're in 7th place in the league. I wanted to be challenging for the league. We were doing alright. We'll show you what's been going on. The team, it's been okay. It looks alright. Our defence is just shocking. So, yeah, Norwich, you saw us win on the first day of the season, 4-1 quite comfortably. We then lost against Southampton 1-0, and it was a game where we probably shouldn't have really lost. We had 24 shots, 5 on target, all the possession, but yet they were key. They got the goal. We just couldn't score for some reason whatsoever. We then played Man City, and it was a 5-4 thriller. And what by I mean thriller, it really was a thriller. We scored, they scored, we scored, they scored. And then we scored a couple of other times. We managed to get the winner in the 96th minute of the game. Sam Birch scoring a very decent goal, which is absolutely lovely. We managed to get the win, but at that point I thought, defence is not looking great. The new centre-backs of ours, 6.2, Letty 6.4, Dudu 6.3, Van der Bush 6.1. They're not great. The attacking force, looking good. We then played Burnley. We, again, managed to beat Burnley 3-2. This, again, was another game. They scored in the 45th minute. We managed to score straight away. Jordan Ibe scored for them, making it 2-1. We eventually scored... Well, actually, no. We made it 2-1, sorry. Dave got a goal. Jordan Ibe then scored for them, and then Dave managed to score in the 84th minute, and we managed to hang on. We then played Liverpool away from home, and we went 2-0 up, and I thought, we've got this one in the bag. I feel like we should be all right. Then they got 2 goals, and then they got 2 more in the second half, right at the end of the game. So we kind of threw that one away. Again, Dave getting on the score sheet, and so can me on the score sheet. I need to learn how to say his name, don't I? But we've got Chelsea today, and then we've got the first group stage of the Europa League against some Greek team. Panacheki? I have no idea. I'm not going to say their name again. It's the only time you're going to see them do it. And we have drawn Leicester City in the Carabao Cup, and I really want to show you that game, but I don't think I am. I think the next episode is going to be Leicester versus Bordeaux, just so I can get a bit of a gap in between. And then we just need to get the Spartak Moscow game in, and then you've seen all the games near enough in the group stages kind of thing. So yeah, that's my plan. That's my thinking. So we've got obviously Chelsea, who are struggling in the league. Chelsea lie in 12th place, so they're not the Chelsea that everyone knows. We need to win the Carabao Cup. We've got to beat Leicester in the Carabao Cup. I want to win a cup this season. The Carabao Cup be an alright win, but just they don't really want me to win it, do they? Anyway, I've said, I think I've set the team up for how I wanted to go. Yeah, I have a couple of injuries still. Pixlow's injured, or Pixto is injured, and I want him to get into the team a little bit more, just so he can learn this role, because he's worth a lot of money, and he's going to start complaining soon. So, I think this is how we're going to roll up. Lars is going to be in goal. Benjamin's going to be on the right-hand side. Letty and Service in the centre with Van der Bush. So can be. I might just call him Ambi. Ambi. Binch. Chiesa. Penne. Dave and Waring up top. We are slowly getting people back. Sojenko he's passed the fitness test, but he's not... Right, fitness test. No, he's not required a fitness test even, but I just don't want him to get injured. I might put him on the bench, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to put him on the bench. Obviously, we couldn't get all these players into the squad as well. This guy, Gert Scholes, he hasn't scored for us yet. He's made 3 appearances off the bench, not looking great. He's complaining that he's not in the Champions League squad. In fact, I'm going to drop him. I think Sojenko can play in the not Champions League, Europa League squad. We're going to get into this game. Hopefully we can get a win. We've got Dave, by the way. He's come on into this team quite nicely, scoring a few goals for us. Martial is struggling to fire off the bat. Chiesa's got a couple of assists. He's not managed to score yet. So these old wingers slowly got competition. Reece Nelson. I was tempted to start Reece Nelson because, again, he's going to be my my future kind of right back, not right back, right midfielder with Dave as well. So we've got some good talent at this squad, but we are at home, so we should hopefully come away with a win. But Torres plays for them, and he always scores against us. Oh, it's one of these games, guys. It's one of these games. This is the first highlight we've had all half, and I feel like it's just going to be the highlight that ends the half, unless we do manage to get a goal. There's 1 minute of added time. Dave's on the ball. Ball over the top. Waring's in. He shoots. Again, he's missing these one-on-one chances. And it's just not good enough. It really isn't. We get chances like that, he needs to score. I'm going to have to make a couple of changes at half-time, I think, just due to conditioning. I'm happy. I'm going to say I'm happy. We're not losing. I'm going to take off Penne. I didn't realise how unfit he was. So Stephen Lonsdale is going to come on the pitch. I'm going to bring him on as an attacking thing. I'm thinking centre-back. Because Service, he's looking tired. And I don't... Annoyingly. So I'm going to bring on Luis Felipe as a no-nonsense centre-back on cover or defend. On defend. I've made 2 subs at half-time, which is dangerous. So I hope it's going to pay out. We need an early goal in this second half. And hopefully the 2 defenders that we've just put on the pitch, not defenders, but one of them anyway at least, doesn't concede a goal straight off the bat, and he doesn't, thank God. But Chelsea seem to be... No, we're on the attack now. It looked like it was going to be a Chelsea highlight. Waring's in there. Big ball forward. Dave's in. Dave shoots. Saved by the keeper. They clear it out for a throw-in. Does the highlight continue? It does not. Right. Free kick. Chiesa hits the bar. It's one of these games. It really is. We just do not have a goal in this. I really am starting to worry. Especially if we go a goal down now. I don't know how we're going to get back into the game. And we can't afford to lose this game. A couple of good saves there from the keeper. Also, by the way, we're playing before everyone else as well. This is the Friday. Have we just given a goal penalty away? We haven't. So we need to win this game just because it's putting pressure on everyone else around us. And that was a poor pass from Chiesa. I don't want to make any subs just yet because I've already made 2. Right, ball over the top. Christensen's in. Heads it in. We managed to not blooming clear it. And this team just cannot defend. We will go into the end of this episode potentially down into 9th place. If everyone else wins. Oh, that's right. We can drop down into 11th. Who can I bring on that's going to do well? Chiesa's having a poor game. Reece Nelson. Get him on the pitch and see if he's going to do anything good. I know maybe making the subs at half time was a bit of a bad choice, but I had to do it. People looking tired. Waring's in, crosses it in. Chiesa misses the header. That's his last chance for the game. Reece Nelson is now on for us. We need to get this ball forward. Right, ball forward. Waring's not going to meet that. Delit to the keeper, but Binch puts it in. Reece Nelson is in and scores, making it 1-1. We're back into this game. Right, that's fine. That's what we wanted from Reece Nelson coming back off on the bench. A big header by Ramos there. Binch picks the ball up, lumps it forward. Ramos is there, 1 touch. 2nd touch is the shot, and it goes in. Right, it's Chelsea now, though, with an attacking highlight by the looks of things. And we're lucky. And it's times like this, I don't know whether just to go cautious. I'm going to just see if we can defend this. Defend this draw that makes no sense. It really makes no sense. It's times like this I wish I had my defensive midfielder on the bench and I didn't make all them changes so I could play the 4-3-3. Sokambi's not having a great game. He, to be honest with you, is only in the head of the team of Silva because he's had such a good start to the season, scoring some good goals. And I hadn't showed you one of the goals, but one of the goals was awesome. Right, I think it was against Liverpool. Right, Nelson's on the ball. Can he get the crossing? He can't. Benjamin's there. So can be Binch. Shoots from out. Hits the post. Dave's there. Penalty review. Dave hits the post. And I think we've got a penalty. We do. Waring's taking it, though. Please score this penalty, Waring. He freaking doesn't score it. Frustration is kicking in. It really is. Dave should have really scored from from where he was. Instead, we won the penalty. And Warings is having a terrible game. If they score now from this corner, I won't be happy. Just hold on. We'll take a draw. Well, it's not even at Chelsea. We're at home. So it's a game we should be winning, but we're not dropping too many points. We need to finish in the top 4 this season. Again, if we don't finish in the top 4, I will be looking to leave. Full-time 1-1. He missed the penalty. What is his penalty taking like? Where is penalties? Can you see it anywhere? Penalty taking 15. So he just bottled it. That's pretty much it. He just bottled it. I'm far from pleased. At least we didn't lose the match. That's the other thing. So I'm going to get straight into this Europa League group game. So I'll meet you guys there. So this is how the team is lined up for our Europa League game. Lars is going to be in goal. Hutchins, Lette, Felipe and Van der Busch is going to be our back 4. Felipe is coming in for service. He's not fit. He's just looking tired. So we're just going to drop him. It should be a nice, easy game for us to win. So Camby is going to be in the midfield alongside Binch. I have got Silva on the bench. He's going to come on at some point. He can 45 minutes of recommendation of playing football. So we'll bring him on there. Reece Nelson starting on this right-hand side. I'm going to start Longsdale in the centre attacking midfield. Martial on the left-hand side, and Zinchenko's getting his first start for the season. Obviously, he got himself injured. Yeah, he's not played yet for us. He scored quite a few goals last season, 15 goals. Only 9 in the league, though, which is a bit worrying. So hopefully he can do well for us in these cup games. We need to get a striker to start scoring for us. Hopefully it's time for him to step up to the plate, start scoring for me while I'm here. If not, there is a load of other youngster strikers I've got at the club with potential as well. They're only 3-star, but the stats are looking decent. So if Warings and Zinchenko's not performing, we have got the other players that are pretty decent, that look like they could maybe get into this squad. If there was another Premier League team, I think they'd be able to get in. And they've only got 5 subs. If we do not win this game, it's a penalty review. Who's taking it? Martial. So yeah, they've only got 5 subs, not 7. That's interesting. Martial, don't miss the penalty. He manages to score it. I feel like this is going to be a walkover, but it could be the game is what we need. You know, a big scoring game to give us a bit more momentum about us now. I know we drew against Chelsea, which isn't bad, but we need to start performing in the league. I know we've got to get to the final of this cup, at least. Either get to the final or finish 4th, and I want to finish at least 4th. Arsenal are known for finishing 4th place. It'd be nice for us to get back into the Champions League. Winning the league would be nice. Longsdale goes very close there. Winning the league would be nice. I just don't think we're going to do it this year. It all depends on what happens in the latter stages. We're all right. We're in contention. I think Tottenham are top of the league at the minute. So hopefully we can do all right. It's only early signs yet. Martial's hits the post again. He's yet to score this season. Oh no, he's just scored in this match. What am I on about? But yeah, so this team is slowly starting to gel together. We've got some of the new strike signings. A couple of the loanees that's come back from clubs just going to get first team football, which I'm giving. So yeah, it should be all right, this team. We just need to get them to start playing better. More like the defence needs to be playing better. Right, free kick. There we go. Zinchenko scores for us, making it 2-0. They've not had a shot yet. 68% possession. 16 shots though. Their keeper. How many shots off target? We need to... 16 shots. 9 on target. Their keeper, what's he on? A 6.8. Sorry, if you've saved 9 shots already in half an hour of football, he's got to be on a high rating. I know he's only let in 2 goals, but come on. Reece Nelson, that's a poor pass. I don't know who that was to, but Martial picks the ball up, crosses it in. Zinchenko's there, hits the woodwork. Again, it'd be nice for him to have a good game today. Score a couple of goals for us, get him back with his scoring boots on, then he can start doing it for us in the league. So can be. Is there, Longsdale. Binch is in, Binch scores. Sam Binch scores his 2nd goal for the club. And he does the bow and arrow celebration, which was nice to see. And it just comes... This team, yeah, we were favourites, massive favourites, and I can understand why now. I feel like we can rest some more players against these guys. I'm thinking more goal difference as well. What a goal. We've just scored another free kick from Zinchenko. It puts us top on goal difference, 4-0, and their keepers just pushed it into the back of the net. Unfortunately for him, this is a torrid time for these guys, and I'm glad we're doing this game, because I just need to feel better about the team. Reiss Nelson crosses it in. Zinchenko's there, almost with a hat-trick. If we manage to get a hat-trick, Wareings can come on, and hopefully then he can get a bit of confidence in himself and score a few goals. It's nice to see everyone on 7s, it really is. Second half, I'm happy we... Oh, shit, I said I'm not happy. What am I doing? I'm impressed with you defending. I'm completely switched everyone off. Oh, that is the worst team talk in the history of team talks. Why did I tell him I wasn't happy? I am happy with your performance. We're 4-0 up away from home. We need to score another couple of goals as well anyway, just so we can get the goal difference looking good, because I think Bordeaux... So either us and Bordeaux, I think, are going to go into the next round, but we want to top the group, really. Right, it's almost getting to substitution o'clock. I'm going to take off Sokambi and bring on Silva to get him some game time. Obviously, he got injured. Benjamin's crossing the ball in. Martial's there with his second goal of the game. It's 5-0. I think we've got this one sewn up. I really do. The subs have been made. I've taken off Benjamin on the right-hand side, giving Dudu a chance. And I've obviously brought on Silva, like I said, in midfield, just to strengthen things up again. They've not had a shot yet. We've had 32 shots, 16 on target, and we've only scored 5. Come on, we need to score a few more goals. Lonsdale's in. It's his first 90 minutes for us. Dudu eventually winning the ball from a very, very bad cross. Martial gets his second goal of the season, second goal of the game. So we have 3 players out there that could potentially get hat-tricks. Dudu does very well with that bit of a poor cross, then wins the ball back, gets a lovely cross in. Martial's there, first time of asking, puts it in. So we've got... Oh no, Martial's done his hat-trick. That's fine. I'm going to take Martial off. Binch is looking tired and whatever, but he's not played 90. I'm not going to make any subs just yet. I'm just going to leave it how it is. That goal kick. I wonder if we can get to 40 shots in this game. Reiss Nelson crosses it in. Stephen Lonsdale with the easiest header in the world right there. That was the softest goal. I think they've kind of just given up now. They really have. And it just bounces back and he heads it and it just bounces along the floor and the keeper just doesn't even try. They really don't try. 7-0 now. I am going to make a sub. Who am I going to bring on? Anyone on the bench that's not really getting a chance? Not really, no. I don't want to tie Lonsdale out too much. He's the tiredest person. We'll get Penene on for a little bit. Penene. Zinchenko with a free kick. He can't score a hat-trick of free kicks. We've had 40 shots. 20 on target. Their goalkeeper, as fair dues, he's conceded 7 goals out of 22 shots on target. They finally had a couple of shots. I feel a bit bad. I really do feel a bit bad on them now, but let's go get 8 goals. It's nice for us to score. It's nice for you guys to see me win like 8-0. Bert, Binch even, Martial, Zinchenko's in, can't get his hat-trick. Just yet. He deserves a hat-trick in this game, I think. Right, ball over the top. Binch. Silva to Dodo. To Pereira to Binch. Back to Paxto. To Dudu. Paxto. Penene. We're just playing it round their box now, we really are. And that's got to be full-time. Ref, just blow the whistle. We're winning 7-0, and we have won 7-0. I feel very, very bad on them. Look at them stats. 44 shots, 23 shots on target, and we only managed to get 7 of them in. I'm pleased with your performance. Don't tell them it was poor, because they'll have a go. We've just won 7-0 away from home. That was a good start to life in the Europa League. Leicester have won their game 5-1. I've just seen that. They're having a terrible time, by the way, in the league. Leicester are. So, when are we going to be back? We're going to be back probably for the Bordeaux game. I think I'm going to do Leicester-Bordeaux. Got to do the Leicester game. We're going back to Leicester as well. It's the away game. So we're there at the King Power Stadium to Bordeaux, and then it will lead in quite nicely to the Bristol City and Moscow game, I think. Because I want to try and get this this season done quickly. You've seen me do the Premier League plenty of times. We'll see how we do in the Europa League. Try and get to the back end of the season and see what we want, because we need to win this league. And we've got players that could potentially do it. We just need to start not losing against the teams above us, pretty much. And the league table is finished off. We'll end up on the league table. We'll finish off in the Premier League. Tottenham are top by a point. Liverpool are on 14 points. Manchester United on 13. Same with Southampton. We are 3 points behind them on 10 points. We've got Watford, Wolves on the same points as us, and Man City, West Ham and Norwich all on 9 points. So it's very close as things stand. Next game I'm going to play is Wolves, so it's going to be a big game. We're away as well, so we need to do well with that. Just realised that English football is number 1 on the competition. Normally it's second. Normally it's the Spanish league that's above us, but nice to see. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and just keep an eye on the channel for more games, more videos, all that sort of stuff. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. See you in a bit, guys.